Hey guys, my name is Nick and I have here a Guardians Rising pre-release kit because I went to a bunch of pre-releases this weekend, well only 2 of them, but still. And so today I have a nice pre-release kit to show you guys with, of course, the little pre-release deck thing they give you and a bunch of booster packs. Now I did horribly at this pre-release, I lost all my matches and it's because I made a very big mistake in the beginning making my deck. Like, you have only 30 minutes to put your deck together and all the cards are new, so you have to read all of them. And in that time, I made a decision which just came back to bite me in every match. I'll show you in a second what I got and what I did that went so wrong. So yeah, I did very poorly, but I still had fun because at least I was playing against some original decks that didn't contain Espeon GX. Now before we get to opening this thing, of course we have the matter of the codes. Last video I had 6 codes to give away, which means that of course there were 7 people who commented to win a code. I really think you guys are doing that on purpose, like that happens way too often. But as I often do in that case, I think I can get away with throwing in an extra code. So basically everyone who commented wins. And I asked you guys what your favorite fire-type Pokemon was, and we got some interesting replies. The first winners were FO Family and GameX, who both went with Charizard. Charizard always being a crowd favorite, and quite frankly I'm kind of surprised only 2 people went with Charizard. Then we had AJ Arachi, who went with Pyroar, because he looks like Simba, and Lindsay Kipling, who went with Litten as their favorites. Both sort of these cat-fire Pokemon. And also Litten evolves into Incineroar, and I tend to mix up the names of Incineroar and Pyroar a little too often. Then we also had Detective Craft, who went with Ho-Oh as their favorite, and Quail Marshall, who went with Embor. And lastly we had Record Collector 101, who went with Volcanion as his favorite. So you all win a code, and as always you should have received a message from me by the time the next video goes live. As for the codes from the 4 booster packs that are inside this thing, this being a pre-release box, there are 4 new Guardians Rising pre-release promos, and I'll show them on the screen now. My question to you guys is, which Guardians Rising pre-release promo is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below for a chance to win one of the codes. Now if any of you are in the slightest familiar with my channel, you can already guess what my favorite is. So the question is, was it the card that I got? Let's find out. And it was Alolan Sandslash. Yes, I was very happy to find out that this was one of the pre-release promos, and I was even more happy that this was immediately the first card that I got, because you guys may have noticed that Alolan Sandslash, if we can get him into focus, camera, there we are. Like, Alolan Sandshrew is kind of my favorite right now. Sandshrew and Arcanine always competing to be my favorite, and right now with the new Alolan form of Sandshrew, I just love him so much. He's so adorable. So yeah, I was very happy to get the one pre-release promo I wanted the most right from the start. And with a very nice ability, Slush Rush, which basically just allows you to pull an extra card each turn that this thing is in play, which is an amazing ability. And of course, it also means that I got a Sandshrew. So let's take a look at that one. There he is in all its glory. My first Alolan Sandshrew. Oh, I like him so much. He's so adorable. Although to be fair, in the art style he kind of seems a bit out of proportion from what I'm used to. Just a bit. He's still adorable and I love him. And that defense score is also a very good card for stalling. Like if this is the only basic you pull at the start and you just want Alolan Sandslash on your bench, you can at least stall with that defense curl until you get something else to make your active Pokemon. But yeah, then we have the other cards I got from this deck. Let's look at what we got. First we got an Oricorio with an ability Vital Dance, which allows you to pull some energy cards, which is also very useful, especially if you have multiple types in your deck. And I got 2 of those. Then I got a Vanillite, 2 of them, and 2 Vanillish, ending with 2 Vanilluxe. And these guys have some very good attacks as well. Hail, which does 20 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. And Frozen Breath for 80. And you can even paralyze if you have the energies to spare. But yeah, this was an important card for what deck I should have made. And I did include this in my deck, but there's another evolution chain that I didn't include, which I should have done, because it works so well with Vanilluxe. And that is this one. Murkrow, which is not that special on its own. So you had 2 of those, and then we have Honchkrow. Now I quickly had to read the card, so I quickly glanced at this. Feint attack, 30 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Sure, that's nothing special. But then Raven's Claw. 10 more damage for each damage counter on your opponent's Pokemon. Now at the time I figured, well, it's a pre-release and you don't have too many powerful cards and not too many people will be switching them around. So I figured that's probably not going to be that useful. But if you paid attention, if you use it with Vanilluxe and Hail, you do 20 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. So if they have a full bench, you can do 120 damage, which is spread out. But if you then follow it with Honchkrow, you can do 130 damage after a single Vanilluxe attack. I should have gone for that, and I didn't realize it, so I didn't put it in my deck where I should have, which was kind of unfortunate. We also got a Pancham with a very interesting Karate Chop attack, which does 60 minus the amount of damage that is on Pancham. And we got a bunch of those, 3 I think, yeah. And we had its evolution, Pangoro, with some very powerful attacks. And then we got a bunch of trainers, pretty straightforward because they were from Sun and Moon. A Nest Ball, Timer Ball, Professor Kukui, How, and a Lily. And then we get to the actual booster packs that I got. Now obviously I already opened these because I needed the cards to play in the pre-release. But I tried putting everything back. Now I didn't keep track of what went in each pack individually, but I did sort them by 5 commons, 3 uncommons, just like you would find in any pack. And we also got a little flyer, a nice Tapu Koko, and some hints on making your deck. Oh, you can pause the video if you really want to read that, but it's pretty basic information. But yeah, for Sun and Moon Guardians Rising booster packs, which means the codes that you can win are Guardians Rising codes. And you should know about those, that if you redeem them, you do get the booster pack, but you won't be able to open it until the 5th of May, I think, when Guardians Rising officially releases. And I did learn one thing about this set that I didn't like, is that there are 29 secret rares in this set. 29! That is ridiculous, and quite frankly, it ruins a bit of the experience for me, because now I know I will never be able to get all 29 secret rares. Do you know how many booster boxes? You can only get 1 secret rare from a booster box, I think. So you'd have to buy at least 29 booster boxes worth of Guardians Rising to have any chance at completing Guardians Rising. And if you get duplicates, you have to buy even more. To the average collector, that is impossible. Sun and Moon did the same thing, but it's even worse with this one. And for me, it takes some of the fun away, because, well, I want to collect them. I want to collect all of them, and I know I can't. I don't have that kind of money, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it's kind of a shadow on the whole set, in my opinion. But enough about that. Let's see what we got in these packs. Did I get very lucky, or does the Sun and Moon curse continue? Because I really did not get lucky with Sun and Moon. So I already shuffled them and put everything in the right order. I already told you that. So I can't technically prove that I didn't mess with these packs. But hey, what else can I do, right? I can't go and record it at a pre-release. First of all, that seems very asocial towards the other people who sit at your table. And second, everyone's talking, so you won't be able to hear me if I record it live there. So we have Grass Energy. Yes, the Energy's return as an extra card in the Guardians Rising. We have Kathita, Carvana, Phantom, Clefairy, Beldum, Lampent, Machoke, Max Potion, Reverse Hollow Ether Paradise Conservation Area. That is quite a name for a card, which is very good for grass and electric Pokemon because they take less damage as the stadium is in play. And lastly, I got another Vanilluxe. The second pack, Electric Energy, Fletchling, Litwick, Barboach, Gothita, Tentacool, Clefable, Gothorita, Field Blower, which allows you to throw away 2 tools and a stadium card, or 1 tool and 1 stadium card. But we have a Reverse Hollow Pet Rat, and lastly a Swallow, which is also a very good card. In the third pack, a Psychic Energy, a Alolan Vulpix, looking adorable, and for no energy, search your deck for up to 2 Pokemon. That is a very powerful attack. And we have Chansey, Fletchling, Carvana, Barboach, Slowbro, Clefable, Energy Recycler, Phantom Reverse Hollow. It has a Mimikyu in the background. I hadn't even noticed that yet. And the last card, a Politoed Hollow. Now I haven't seen any Poliwag or Poliwhirl, but we did have him in Sun and Moon. So you sort of get him as an alternative to Poliwrath. And the last pack, did I get a GX card? We got a Water Energy, Delibird, which is also a very good card if it works, that all the presents, for each time you throw heads, you can search a card. In my first match, me and my opponent both played a Delibird, and we had a good laugh because it kept failing for both of us, until suddenly my opponent threw 7 heads in a row, so he could basically search his deck for all the cards that I needed, and the match was pretty much settled from there. Then we have Machop, Marini, another Alolan Vulpix, Tailo, How, which I think shouldn't be here. I think I switched one trainer maybe with I think I may have made a mistake somewhere in that little pre-release kit thing. Maybe I only had 2 Panchams, I'm thinking now. And I should have put in an extra How. No, that doesn't work either, because it needs to be an uncommon. I don't know, I made a mistake somewhere. Well, then we have a Lampent, a Beware uncommon, a Politoed Reverse Hollow. So now I got the Hollow and the Reverse Hollow. And the last card, Solgaleo. It's not a GX, which is especially funny considering it's a Solgaleo. But yeah, we get one that isn't a GX, although it still has a powerful attack. So unfortunately, no GX cards from my first pre-release kit. Maybe you guys will have more luck with the codes that I'm giving away. Again, let me know which pre-release promo is your favorite in the comments below for a chance to win one. And I'll announce the winners in the next video. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you can click up here to watch another one. And if you just want to watch me play some video games, you can click down here to go to my gaming channel. Whatever you decide to do, thank you very much for watching and have a very nice day.